So what's one of the biggest issues that buyers are facing right now when looking for real estate? I can't speak for every single city or state because everywhere is different. You need to research your own market, your own local area to find out what state or what condition the market's actually in. But I can speak for Southeast Michigan. And when I say that, the biggest issue that I keep seeing is that the inventory. There's such low inventory and there's such a massive demand of buyers. See, a lot of sellers right now have locked themselves into low rates. They've either refinanced or they just bought within the last couple of years when numbers where the interest rates were down to like 2 to 3%. And a lot of them, unless they've gotten dramatic promotions where they just want to massively upgrade, a lot of them aren't willing to move or relocate, and knowing that they're going to have to go from like a 2 to 3% interest rate up to like 6 or 7%. So a lot of these people are saying, you know what, I don't know if I really want to take on that extra massive payment when I can't really upgrade that much unless, like I said, you've gotten a huge raise or a change of job, which has generated you a lot more money. Then these things become not as much of an issue. However, if you've just gotten like a little promotion or a little bit of a raise, you're probably not rushing out to buy, change up your 2 to 3% interest rate up to a 6 to 7% interest rate. And so this is what we're seeing right now. The inventory is super low, which is why prices have not dropped in Michigan. And I hear this all the time because TikTok especially, or just social media in general, is a national or global picture. So when I say some of these things, a lot of people are thinking, oh, you're just trying to get people to buy from you. And I always say, look, then don't buy from me. The point is, these facts are still facts, regardless if I'm your realtor or not. So this isn't like a sales pitch for people. I'm just trying to give people an understanding of what the markets are actually doing. And I can't speak for every single market. I can only speak for the one that I'm currently in and what we're seeing. And in Southeast Michigan, it's absolutely on fire right now. Buyers are out all the time. It doesn't matter what the weather is like. Doesn't matter. Like, it was 80 degrees 2 days ago. Today it actually snowed a little bit in Michigan. That's the lovely nature of Michigan. But however, I did two open houses this weekend. The weather was basically identical both days. The first open house I did had 2 people come through. The second open house I did had like 10 to 12 families that came through. So it all depends on the area. It depends on the price action. But the biggest problem that we're running into by far is the inventory is low. By the time people are actually serious about trying to put in an offer, it's already off the shelf. It's gone already. So when you have super high demand from buyers and super low inventory from sellers, this is a recipe for you better act quick. If you want something, you better be willing to put in an offer right now. You can't take this approach of, you know what, I'm looking to buy in 3 to 6 months, so I figured I'd start looking. Those houses ain't going to be available. So it's good, get an idea of what you like, but if you're planning on buying, if you go into a home and you like it, you better be willing to put in an offer ASAP or you ain't getting it.